like midnight. You feel me? But people were I feel like kind of forcing takes. But I'm gonna go ahead and play a few more videos. And we'll go ahead and share our thoughts. And I'm going to speak on my thoughts on it as well. Oh, it's not the right order. I don't feel like it is. Let's see. Where's the other one? There was another one. Oh, here it is. Is this it? Let me refresh this real quick. Thought I had it on here, man. All right, there's a video with Charlamagne and DJ Envy. Let's see if I saved it or not. Okay, I did not. All right, that's fine. Maybe it's here. Oh shit, no, it's over here. Let me see. Where is I want the one with Charlamagne real quick. I have it on my IG, but oh, here we go. Boom.
Project thus far, it just feels manufactured. It lacks, and I've never been a fan of Drake singing. I do like Party, but something about what I've heard on this project thus far, it just feels manufactured. It lacks soul. It's like AI and B.
Yeah, but I would say maybe it's not for you because he does it for his core fans that like him in that area. No, I'm just telling you what you're saying because you don't like Drake regardless. You don't like Drake when he sings. You don't like Drake when he walks. You don't like Drake when he talks. You don't like Drake when he gets a haircut. You just don't like Drake, and that's fine. That's not for you. But these are for his core fans.
We're talking about
I like rapper Drake. You just don't like if Drake put out the best record ever.
I mean, look, let me tell you something. Like when every man point this out, like the dynamic between like the clear dynamic between dark skinned guys and light skinned guys, like yo, because like you don't want to think that way about black people, right? But I'm like, yo, Charlamagne damn near made a career out of hating on Drake from the very beginning. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, it was like one of those people always have the same critique, and it's like, yo, he's multi-talented. It is what it is. Well, Wayne made that point about people's beef with Drake is Drake not being who they want him to be. And but the thing is that we don't do that to Kendrick because what I'll say is that yo, Kendrick conditions his fans, not even his fans, people who listen to him to do something very much differently than what you do with Drake. When you hear Kendrick, you come into it with the expectation that I'm going to have to like kind of basically try to understand him. That's where the whole, choose your adventure shit comes from. Where you do your own interpretation. Where for the most part, Kendrick says, "Nigga, you make it hot. I'm not gonna make it fire. You make it fire. You find a way to like it. And to a certain degree, I'm not mad at that because to a certain degree, an artist does have to take chances and go on a journey. I never had a problem with Kenny doing that. But don't tell me that it's fire. That's not all fire. Like Mr. Morale is not really a good album. It's not an enjoyable album. You know what I mean? And the same thing with Pimp a Butterfly. A lot of it is not enjoyable because it's not really an album. It's basically what you feel like doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to put it. You know what I'm saying? The like all those basically those like nightmare songs. Kendrick making these nightmare songs. These songs are just like they're not really good songs. It's just I don't know what to call that shit. But it's like not. But when you're at this high of a level, you're supposed to be able to make an album that plays the whole way through. That's not people's critique for Drake. You know what's funny is Drake is, especially with someone like Party Next Door. Drake and Party Next Door are so good at making music that the people are trying to find something wrong with the music. Do you hear that shit? You're trying to find something wrong with it because you have a different expectation. Same thing with Jay. People have a very to the point where he can't put music out like that because your expectation is different. Whereas with Nas, whatever Nas chooses to do, you'll find something you like about it, and then you'll focus on that. No artist anywhere in the world, there's very few albums where the whole thing it's just great, and every moment is unique. And I mean, I had to think about really old albums to even think about that shit, because to a certain degree, Drake kind of people like Drake. It wasn't just Drake; it was Drake, T-Pain, Wayne, Jeezy, and Future, and who else? I think about people who people kind of imitate or emulate, or there's a little bit of their DNA in all music, but mostly T-Pain and Drake and Future in particular. You know what I'm saying? Because they wrote the most songs, the most hits, and they kind of established a standard or just a new standard for how that shit's supposed to hit and how it's supposed to go. All right. But just in general, what I realized, and you know, when I kind of basically had to start over, I know this is going to be a really interesting journey for me because I've gotten to a point where, like, all right, I've become more successful than everyone I know, and now I've become poorer than everyone I know, and now I'm about to become more successful than everyone I know again, and it's going to last forever this time. And I know that while I'm doing this, I need to really absorb and really take it all in. Pause, because it's never going to happen again. I'll never experience this again. I'll never be like, even like this time, not this time last year, but like, you know, like in the winter last year, in 2023, like, yo, that was real talk. Yo, I walk by faith, my nigga. Walk by faith. I was thinking about, like, damn, like, that could have went so bad. Like I could have been in such a bad situation. And I'm like, damn, that's why it's so important to live righteously. No matter what, I always win. Whatever my objective is, if I'm supposed to have it and I'm working towards it, that's where I'm going to be. But going back to this dynamic, you know what I mean, of because we got to think about voices too. So whether we want to admit it or not, Charlamagne has had an influence on people. When people hear strong opinions like that, it does sway them. You know what I'm saying? Because it brings attention to it. All right. So when he has thousands or potentially millions of listeners, this is back in the 2010s, and you have this one personality who's choosing to kind of go against everyone else and have a very strong opinion, and basically kind of, and again, he always would say, yeah, he has good music, but I don't like him singing. And it's like, yeah, I feel you, but I'm like, it's just not like, you know, it's one thing if he couldn't sing. One thing if it just sounded like trash and whatnot. I think a part of it was he wasn't what you thought a rapper should be. All right. And what we got to understand, and what Black folks always try to do, is that we try to limit what other Black people can do and like, and how they can express themselves. Like, I always harken back to the first time I went to school in a really bad area. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to single motherhood. And the other, like, good kids, because they were good kids. They wasn't really hood kids like that, but they was from the area, and they made a point to kind of teach me how to, like, maneuver around these hyenas and hyenas. You know what I mean? And one of the first things they told me was, yo, you sound too white. You talk too proper. You got to talk like this. You know what I'm saying? And it was so that I would be able to fit in and have an easier time. And that's really anywhere you're at, right? But Black folks don't even think niggas should be able to watch cartoons. If you grew up and you liked anime, because now, mind you, anime is nowhere near as popular in America as it is, like, you know, now, where there's so much access to it. We got girls who got animes that they watch. You know what I'm saying? You never will come across no girl who watched the anime. Especially not no cute girls, but now it's on Netflix now. So it's very easy for a girl to come across an anime that she likes, and she'll actually watch it and get into it. You know what I'm saying? It's not uncommon. But the conversation that they're all having is very, very, very disingenuous, because they're talking about, there's absolutely, you know what's crazy? No one has any trust. I'm gonna say no one, because what I realized was that, yo, no one, you're not trying to enjoy Drake's music. Drake put out 5 bangers over the summer. I think it was like SOD, Circadian Rhythm, No Face, the shit with Lotto, that's 4. It's Up, that's 5. Well, yeah, one more. I think that's like 6. Pardon me. And then we had a few more verses. All bangers. And I'm like, I remember feeling weird about playing the shit a little bit. I'm like, no, nigga, this is fire. What the fuck? No, I said, no, this is good music. I like this. And I liked it for the first time I heard it. You understand? And so I also want to comment on what Sneeko said about, no, these songs kind of blend together and they sound kind of the same. That's how all good projects sound to you the first time you hear them. All good albums sound kind of like this to you the first. You just heard the album. You think you've heard every lyric so far, or you digested every lyric so far? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that what they have on this is crazy profound. I haven't finished it either, right? And it sounds like what I thought it was going to sound like. I mean, I don't know what you thought it was going to sound like. I mean, like, but fam, enjoy the goddamn music first. These niggas, this is top tier talent. Don't be ungrateful. All right, goddamn. If there's songs on there that y'all enjoy, because I already see people online dancing to the damn songs. All right, I think you know what's funny is I think people to a certain degree, when you're really good, people get to where they get tired of admitting how good you are. And I'm not saying people are blown away by the album, but it's like, nigga, it dropped last night. It takes a little while. That's why, like I said before, I didn't jump right out there when GNX first came out. I mostly just started saying, and I don't think it's whack as in like whack. It's whack as in if I'm trying to call you saying he the GOAT. Nah, it's just not. It's whack for you because this is not how you rap. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who was this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I heard that album and said,
who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I
you know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Stay away from these niggas. All right, yo, I'm out of here, man. I've been here long enough, yo. Shout out to Angry Man. I'm gonna be stealing your lines, but anyway, yo, we out of here. Clap it up for yourselves again, man. We love y'all.